What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Everton Football Manager 2022 Rebuild Series. And we've come to the end here. This will be the final episode. We managed to make the UEFA Europa League Final, and I was surprised by that, to be honest, that we managed to. We did put effort into it, to be fair, in those games. But you probably, what I am referencing is ninth. We've been in and out. We started the season really well. We'll give a review, but before we do that, if you've been watching my videos, I'm on the road to recovery. I am starting to feel a lot better. Still not 100%. I'd just like to mention it in case there's any new viewers, if I don't seem like, 100%. Or for whatever reason. But no, I'm actually feeling pretty good today. So yeah, I had a good day. But we did start. It was promising. I'm trying to even figure out. We had some poor games. We had when we did our last update, that was just in December, so I think we'll cover after that. But we felt the signs of that. We had a few losses in that month. Not to forget, we are still Everton as well. We haven't rebuilt this team into a world beater or anything like that. Look, when you get for earlier in the season, I felt we had a good run of games. But when you get Manchester City, 2 Premier League games in a row, and the fact that we only lost both of them 1-0, we didn't even play poorly in them, to be fair. We got some FA Cup, cup wins in a row there, which was, important for us. As you can see, there was a semi-final over a couple legs. But then you come up against, a solid team in the league, the Man United. That majority of those games against the big teams have really challenged us. Challenge is the key word we'll be looking for. But then against Salzburg, we won that tie easy, 3-0, 4-0. But it's the yo-yo in between. It's wins and then it's losses. Sure, FA Cup, we beat Charlton, expected. But then, some away games in the league, tricky. And then, okay. This is what I mean. This was quarterfinals. This was against Juventus. And they're known in their short name of Zebra, but yeah, I'm not going to get into that. We played pretty well, and then it was a pen shootout. It's crazy. It was absolutely crazy, and that was just to the quarterfinal. My thing I felt there is we're going to keep going, but the next stage, is it going to drop there? No. This time we got 2 of the RB teams. The Red Bull teams. We struggled away, but we held on because in knockouts in Europe, you got to go hard at home. It's absolutely massive. And yeah, we held on in a way. Admittedly, I stick to my style. We could have gone more defensive than that, but we held on in the end. So after that, we were completely stuffed. So we got killed by Liverpool. And then last couple games of the season, we got some victories. So the way it played out in the end, it was a good season, but it's a rough season for us at Everton. Look at this. You get Man City, Liverpool, Newcastle with their money, and you get Leicester, who kind of established themselves as well in FM now, and they can finish definitely in a European place. So Tottenham push out. It's real tough, honestly. It is real tough to break that down. As I said, Newcastle essentially established themselves like another Man City, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea. Yeah, all those names because of their money. Like kind of how Manchester City did when they initially, they weren't a threat. Were they bad as Newcastle? Depends how far back we're going. But yeah, is that what we're going to see in coming years, which is going to make really interesting just viewing and how it's all going to play out in the Premier League. But yeah, it's incredibly tough. But that's when we have our own issues as well. Monetarily, the player wages, we'll just go to the expenditure so we can see this in detail. We'd be getting 7 okay, say that. It was 7 million in the month, and that's what it's kind of been around on the wages. But we're not directly paying that much on wages. When you see the current spending is just over that 2 million. So mostly bonuses and all that. definitely going to play a part. But it's been really extreme, and I don't know how much more deep. Like, obviously, you can go into players' contracts and all that. But as I said in the last episode, I'll make this save file available to download for everyone that's on my Patreon tier to download my previous saves. And of course, you're getting more than just this Everton one. Ones I've done for the past years, and saves that are just, requested basically. Because I did touch on, I didn't put up the last couple rebuilds because they were kind of already more established teams. But Everton, if you want to challenge yourself, there's a bit more to do. And if you want a struggling save, trying to break down this big 6, 7, whatever you want to call it, the thing is, the thing you want to see is a win here on the final day, and you know what that gets you? That gets you a Champions League berth. So that's a way to qualify it. That's the way to get through. But we're going to see how we do. And I don't mind the fact we got Arsenal. I think we could have got a trickier team in a European Cup final. Ten Hag is their manager, which is interesting, just from the fact of him and the Manchester United situation. But I'm happy with what we did for the season. To get to this stage, like, it's tough to get through all those rounds. Yeah. And we didn't do it easily in the end. There was a couple tricky ones. So we're going to do our best against Arsenal, and we'll see the situation as well. And what I mean by that is injuries. But hey, come to the end of the season, you would do good to be not missing anyone. Like, it's disappointing at Smith Rowe, who's definitely... the bravery's gone down yet. Got that injury, that happens. But he didn't star. He did not get an assist in the Premier League. I'm like, yeah, man. 22 starts, 6 off the bench. He got enough games, and that impacted the selection as well. But I still see him as like rated one of the best players. If you saw by your ability, he's in that crop of your best players in your team. So in the team for us. So it's disappointing. And then Balerdi, who is not bad. He hasn't really played many games in Europa League anyway. So we've seen him as a backup. But it's all down to the squad management. We'll focus on our stars a little bit, because I know I'm going to be in my emotions after the game. We'll focus on who's done well now. Dele Alli with his 20 goals in the false 9. Only 3 assists, but he's been part of creating. He's been definitely involved in more than 3 goals that he didn't score in directly himself, But yeah, his passing play, bringing in those others, where you get someone like a Gabriel Barbosa with 18 goals. You're seeing Adley, who's probably one, again, if we were going to analyze, he's probably been one, he's been up there, because what I'm talking about here is like, who are you going to talk about as your best signings through the rebuild and all that? I think the value in that, it's easy to go your value ones as a free transfer or something, but I really like the price we got him at, just under 8 million, and what he's turned into, around 50 million, you would say. So you could sell some of these guys to be a bit more balanced financially, but you can see how the finances have really played out as well. There's always been that boost, and hey, let alone if we win the Europa League, we'll get a bit. But at the new season, there's always that boost of money, but I don't like that. I don't like going in and out, and like, hey, 16, we're not in the red. We've been in the red for the season, but I hate that trajectory we've been on. Like, there's definitely something to be done, and maybe I need to look deeper into the contracts and stuff, because 7 million around each month we'd be losing is a lot more than I thought it should have been, but I don't think the bonuses should be a lot more, but it could be like transfers as well. But I think they go on the they'll go as a transfer, like you bought someone if they were actual clauses. So, that's why it's about 5 million more than our committed spending on the wages. You can tell how much I've mentioned it. It's been on my mind a little, but we're going to get into the final and try and win it. So here, let's go right into it. And Nemanja Jovic, you'll see, he'll be the fit. I'm interested to see how, Arsenal, how they're going to be shaping up, or to show you how their team is looking. Jovic, you can kind of tell with players like Edwards and Guri, who was a new signing this season as well, tracking all right, but we kind of committed to give the game time to Jovic. And yeah, he's been all right, as you can see. Yeah, he got 21 starts in the league this season, 5 goals, 3 assists, 22 years old. Putting faith in the youngster. He was given a bit of game time this season. There was a bit of selection choices here because with our centre backs, we've been going with Alvarez and Godfrey together. They're very good, similar to the ball playing defender types. We're rolling with those, but Miranda, and look at the connections as well. Pretty happy, and that's like something we went with Smith Rowe. Like last season, like we were trying to use him on the wing as well. I think that would have hurt more if we didn't have that, like all these other options to utilize there. And Adley, yeah, he just comes in and we start Benassa. I do like that because if you see, there's not really many other options. I think we've set this up pretty well, and I think we give ourselves a chance. A big chance today if we get our flowing play going. I mentioned it last time, Benassa as the deep line playmaker, I like because he still has that defensive ability about him. Like he's not weak. He's not like he can put in a tackle. He's not, like I said, that weaker kind of playmaking type. So then with Phillips in behind him, that shapes up pretty well. See, does this look like I think what we've done this season and like in this career, like I think we've relatively overachieved in our seasons. Like league position in the end is a bit disappointing. The fact we qualified for Europa League last season and this time around not good, but that was the difference. We were able to last season because of not the impact of Europe. So that's how I'm seeing it. You can really go strong in one competition. If we don't win the final here, the next season probably would be another one where we could fight for a top 6 and get back into Europe because of not being in Europe in the next season. So without the same strength in the squad like those other top teams we've already talked about. So I think that's pretty obvious. This 11 we're going to start with, and we'll give ourselves every chance. Here we go. We've got 9 subs. That's going to be enough. We haven't upgraded youth players. Don't need to here today. Have throughout the season, keep in mind. See, that's another thing. We held back on some signings because we knew... that's what I'm trying to say. We held back on maybe getting some more backup in the first team. We knew financially it was going to be an issue and we're still getting hit that much on the wages. So, it's a good team. But there could be some weaknesses there as well. But in comparison, man... You'd say that's an Arsenal team that would be confident in beating us. But I know, we just need to get our game going. You've seen in this series how we play, the football we like to play. We like to get that possession. How's Tino nervous? You know how good he's been and how much I've ranted and raved about him. So I don't think you're going to recover that reaction. It's kind of set into getting into the match now. And it's a form Arsenal. It's an in-form Arsenal. Look at those wins, and they just drew the last game, but it's a bit of an unbeaten streak where we've definitely been more up and down. And it's just, come on, guys. Can we do it? Yeah, we get right into it here. It's going to be a really interesting game. How it plays out, or how the game starts. Yeah, if we can get possession on our side, it's gonna say a lot. If we can control a bit of it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be dominated with possession. No, not an injury. That's just FM, man. You expect that. So Guiri, he's good enough. You might say his current ability is a bit better than Jovic. But yeah, fitness, we'll have to see. But come on. How is that scripted to start? I'm not going to go a year round again, man. Oh, man. Nah, no way. Get an injury, chuck him out. That's what the game reads it like. Yeah, get him off, weaken the side, and then let's score as well for that double whammy. Come on, man. I'm not in the mindset to be just... Not surprised, though. Not surprised. It's, yeah. Come on, guys. And just go all out. Just go all out with trying to go for it, I guess. Get a penalty as well. Like, it's not something where you want to see. You want to see what... Well, I want to... That's where I get angry. That's where I get angry. Injury. Goal right after injury. Right after that penalty. And scrap off this game for the user. And make him go around again. Tell you what. Tell you what. Can you make it any more obvious? I thought it would be like a bit more of a challenge. Apologies to the Everton fans if we don't turn this around, because a 2-goal margin is turnaroundable. We just create words at this point. What else can we do? Yeah, this is what we need to get the wing backs forward. We get our play involved. And yes, a goal. Are they going to find a way to cancel it? I'm going to keep all options. You never know. They might pluck something because it definitely wasn't offside. But yes, we get the goal, but we just need to get this involvement, and we have a chance. We have a chance. Force a save from Ramsdale, Dele Alli to pounce. So that's not bad. That's not bad to go into halftime. I at least wanted to be, considering how we've been treated. That's what I'm calling it. How we've been treated. And we get a goal, make it competitive, and we don't get killed. You've been terrible, which is true, which gets them motivated. Well, that's what the result. Like, have we done that much bad? That's why I guess we're only the single goal down. You could say the penalty is the difference. Come on, yes. Come on, Livramento. We know. Oh, how do you miss a tackle? The thing is, we just want to finish. We want to win. We just want to win this, mate. It's as simple as that. There's no other acceptance. We can't accept anything other. But yeah, just like Livramento, we expect not necessarily expecting him. Oh, interesting. I mean, it's a yellow card. It's not a sending off, but I'm just like, we need like Livramento to be smart. Guri and Miranda. The 2 wing backs just have to provide. Miranda did his part. Guerri, how did he... No, what the hell? We had a Superman... Did you see that fly? Did you see... He was flying, bro. He flew for that penalty. That was insane. Like, at least it's coming back on our terms. Or, Dally, you got to put this in. You know what I like to say here? Not much at all. Not much at all. Oh, I'm going to sell you to... I'm so mad. I don't even know which team. In my mind, I was thinking to sub Barbosa on and take the penalty, but I don't think that would have triggered. No! They score theirs and we miss ours. Get stuffed. Get stuffed, man. That's going to put him down. And I might treat him like that. Barbosa. What do you do? He's had a good game. I don't even know what to do here. I don't even know how to treat this. We'll go attacking and just see how... Yeah, shorter, extremely high. Maybe get some crosses in. To the middle. 2-2 should be the current scoreline, mind you. If you know what... just so you know what's currently going through my mind. We should be sitting 2-2. Just sitting with a bit of frustration. But Vieira, he's been poor anyway, so I bring on Barbosa through that way. It's quite frustrating. Quite frustrating. Come on, can't believe it, man. It was there to be won. Well, to get us back in the game. That was there to bring us right back into it. It's incredibly disappointing where we're situated. So, like, we're at that point. You could say Arsenal have been a bit stronger. They've created more chances than us. But, like, yeah, it's tricky. See, this is where I feel we've got a lack of... Normally, I wouldn't have this many defensive players on the bench, and that's something we touched on already. Dele Alli, but he's missed a penalty. Technically, he's our best-rated player because he scored today, but no, Edwards. Put Barbosa through the middle, and, yeah, use him. We generally... advance forward. We'll go, very attacking. We'll try and play our most attacking game. But keeper, I don't know. No, I mean, I know what we want to try and do, but might need to be a little bit more direct. Come on. Encourage. Like, did we ride our luck? Like how we made it to this final? Because now we're not seeing anything, and this is when I get annoyed. This is when I get annoyed when they've shut up shop a bit. I don't mean my players exactly, but I'm frustrated. We've made all our subs, but yeah, like how the match is playing out, more specifically. Yeah. Maybe we switch. There's really similar roles. I know Benassa. Might just get him as a centre mid, a simple role. That's what we're going to have it as. We're not going to go like get players out of position or anything like that. Adley, maybe shadow striker. Just we're trying to... How it started, we were behind the 8 ball, man. We were behind. But like, yeah, we'd I'll be shocked. I'll seriously be shocked if we find a way. Like, yeah, we just look off. Or, I mean, weak or... it's got close. And it says a lot, man. Like, when there's one goal in it, you can score a goal at any time. But it's like... Or they can get a set-piece goal. All their goals, man. I feel defendable and... That's how it's going to come to a close. You could throw everyone for... It's going to be a waste of your time, man. Let's see what happens there. I wanted to win this. I wanted to win this for the Everton fans. But I think that's the story of this rebuild. I think we got as far as we could. Most definitely. Where I'm considering how much further could we have taken this team? How much further within, the next few seasons especially. I think it could be just a rinse and repeat, which we touched on a little bit, and now it's just unraveling, as we probably could have touched on. We did touch on really. That had a chance to happen. But anyway, I mentioned that, didn't I? That, won't be in Europe next season. And then, you could probably get them back into Europe because of not of the extra games. But how we beat, even Juventus as well, just scraping over the line, that could only be done a few times. So, especially when we were given a penalty. And I don't mean the penalty we miss, our penalty. We got a couple of early penalties, such as, we're not going to talk about it too much, but we already know. Injury, instantly, and then conceding right after that. Another form of a penalty. Disappointed that we couldn't win today. But it has got that feeling, for me at least, what I'm feeling and how I've been progressing through this save. I think I've almost played through it for a month or so now. That's why the episodes are not, can't play this every single day. We have to play through the season, play a lot of camera to do all this. You guys understand all that intricate details, but I really have that feeling within me. Yeah, I've done my thing here. We've done what we could without needing to play it another 10 seasons to just recover... the money situation, if it even can be done. It's that's been a real challenge, even more than games, man. Yeah, it's been something really to go through for Everton. And yeah, that hit of negative from the wages every month, and again, not directly from the players, weekly wage budget. Well, we're paying players, which is like triple. It's more than triple. But anyway, we talked about that enough. I think, we took him as far as we could. And get all the details. Ten Hag, who's let's give some. Can I give some respect to Ten Hag, who is an absolutely amazing manager. If you're coming up against him, Europa League Final, that's gonna be that's a real challenge, man. And with Arsenal, obviously compared to like Ajax, he's got more facilities and a bit of a better quality there in Arsenal. But on the face value, Arsenal, they weren't the best, nowhere near the best team in the league this season. So obviously there was going to be a little bit of money, and then there's going to be more payouts. So I'm interested to see what's that 6 million. Okay, it's gone, or 16 million, I should say. 19 million, and the loss for the that's not an insane loss, which says a lot, man. Getting that hit of wage, as I said, it's been that 7 million on wages, and again, even though that's not our spending. It's been quite depleting, and press conference, I'm going to send Unsworth there. So, I think you get the sense of that. I've come as far as I could, and I'm happy where we've taken Everton. If we just go to the history, that's where you can just see your history and your finishes. First season, we had our best finish, which you probably wouldn't put down to you rebuild from that, you build on that, but it wasn't necessarily how it played out. As I said, with other teams progressing more, Newcastle's going to be better season on season, and it's tough. It's a tough save to do, but I think it was a good 4 seasons. I think that was just getting to that final was an achievement. But I think you could play that game again and multiple times, and you're probably not going to win it. And you could just see, Arsenal overpowered us, and the game overpowered us too. So, two-pronged attack. But I'm happy with what I did with Everton. We did a nice little job here. We were nowhere near getting relegated or anything, steering them away how they're in real life, giving them a chance within Europe a couple times, actually getting into Champions League that first season. There was some nice things we done here, but most definitely time to move on. As I said, for anyone that is on the Patreon for the tier to get access to my saves, I will be uploading this Everton one if you want to take on the challenge. If you want to, if you really, really want to, but it's a struggle. If you're up for the challenge, sorting money out and figuring that out, you would take that on. But it's just, for me, in terms of an enjoyment of the save, and especially where I think I've been frugal in an aspect where we haven't spent too much money. We've held back on transfers because of that. So. We hadn't been to our overspending. So anyway, we explained the financial situation a bit. We tried our best, and we were just a little bit off. We were just a little bit off a regular European contender in Arsenal. So we see that there. But I'm proud. I'm proud of what we did with Everton. It was a challenge. Maybe give me some suggestion. The next one is probably not a team that's going to be as financially, in pain, we could say. Just another top team, like I did my first couple of rebuilds at Barca and Juventus, where we can do that within a few seasons. That's how I technically want to do these series, because, we did not win the Champions League here or the Premier League. So that kind of time frame of already established club that just needs a rebuild to get back to the top within 3 or 4 years to get that success is kind of what I wanted to target for these rebuilds. But we had a good time here at Everton. Last episode here. Hopefully you did enjoy it, even though we didn't get the win. But I think we can see the overall perspective of the save, and I think I got to show at least Paul Miley. I think for anyone, if we're not going to see him again, he was a good up and coming talent with a few others in the team. Maybe that's something notable to finish on. But I generally have a bit more. Even the potentials, man. And some other saves. You got like 4 or 5 5-star players here, or 4.5, and yeah, where it's starting to look very good. But yeah, it was a bit of a tricky one. But we got through it, and I think we can hold our heads high. Yeah, hold our heads high, and we made it to a final. We couldn't quite win it, but now it's on to the next challenge.